It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Wolves will kick it off to get us underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He'll try to pop the draw. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Flowers. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down right there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his man. It's Lewis.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it to the back. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. He's got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Red Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's going to pass. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Vols line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake and bam!
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Flowers, getting some heat. Heaves it on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Chambers. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes a connection. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Flowers. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Arkansas State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. To the air, it's Flowers. Quick strike complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped after making the catch. They ran it on first down, now on second. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first possession.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Flowers. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Crawford. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Excellent field position here for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man in the middle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Leaves it with the back. Dances away from the D. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the counter, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. 1st down for this offense. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.